Alright, hey guys. So you read the title. Well, hopefully you read the title. Unfortunate news. The mansion needs to be bigger. And the game needs to open, so can can it like speed it up or something? I have, in the meantime, updated to 2110 and other stuff also happened in the meantime that should hopefully mean no more crashes? Question mark. Uh, Hopefully. But what I do know is that need to be bigger. And right now, it isn't. The plan was obviously to those guys are still here. Was to do the interior and like be done with the mansion. Like it's nearly Halloween. The mansion needs to be done. To be fair, Halloween is next week, but the truth is, the more I looked at the mansion while doing the VOD's thumbnail, the more I realized, yeah, no, this doesn't feel right. It needs to be bigger. Like, let me just like this is just way too small. It needs to go way further back. Like at the very least, about 3 or 4 more windows. That's what it needs. So we're not going to go straight into demolishing the back wall. I am still going to go with the original plan of filling up the roof and torching it up, just because that part doesn't need to change. Like, the only thing that really needs to change is the back wall. The rest is fine. You've got what? Please drop your crossbow. Oh. Dude had Mori shot on his crossbow. That is not something you see every day. So yeah, I'm going to get some jungle blocks or something I can groove. Okay. Yeah, I only really have jungle logs. So need to plant these anyway, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna plant the spruces. And while they grow, I'll yeah, the plants really got a bit screwed up by needing to make the mansion bigger. Guess I'll just take a couple of dirt and start planning out some stuff. some rooms. Because really, the only real reason the mansion needs to go back is because of how big some of the rooms are. Like, temporarily gonna make the start. Or should I? Yeah. I'm thinking about it. Like, from this floor to the next floor, it's quite tall, which means that this foyer, whatever it's called, room needs to be quite large to house the stairs. So that's reason number one why the mansion needs to be bigger. Because in my test world, this single room went almost all the way back to the back wall. That is not what I wanted to go. Yeah, yesterday I was playing on a clean Minecraft installation, and I usually play with inverted crouching and running, but yeah, it got a little bit twisted. Let me just... That's easier. So yeah, but yes, I have to see how big this actually is. Is there another one? Ugh, why are there so many? Okay. Let me just... Would 40 blocks be enough? Yes, that depends on how big this is. No, that's not gonna work. From down here, yeah. Already was count. Okay, so 2, 3. Yeah, 40 might be enough. 40 might just be enough. If it's not gonna let me sweep yet, I'll go get my coal. Like torches. One. Alright. Oh, oh. I do hope that a certain mod that I use gets updated by Halloween, because the sky would look so much better if I had that mod. And by better, I mean better. But yeah, I. No, I absolutely should go top down. That. Hold on, let me check if I have bone meal. I should have bone meal, which means I should be able to grow those trees faster. Okay, that's not a lot of bone meal, but we'll make it work. This one's almost. Okay, but those ones are almost grown, so. One thing is for sure, I am really starting to think I shot myself in the foot a bit when it comes to this world being streamed only. Because I could have had that mention done like 3 weeks ago. I also recorded it while I'm not streaming, which I could still do. But at this point, without me having edited down episodes, it would just feel awkward. Be like, imagine if tomorrow the entire mission was done, like on Friday stream the entire mission was done, and I was like, oh yeah, I did all fine, but I recorded it, don't worry, it will come out in the episodes. And then it took like half a year for the episodes to come out. That doesn't really feel good. In the meantime, because as of right now I do have complete control over my schedule, I could also just stream whenever. Like 3 AM? Oh no, it doesn't matter. I'll just stream it. Like I could do that. Maybe one day I'll do it. And maybe like, that's not the plan. Which it absolutely is the plan. Right, this axis done. This should be. It absolutely isn't enough stacks, but for right now, considering that the moment I get up there, I'm also going to be tearing down the back wall. Yeah, this works. Take a bit of damage getting down, but honestly, what I might do is this stream. Obviously, it would happen this stream, but like, I might just leave it with the back wall open, like with those windows covered up and stuff. And I might just decide what the layout is going to be first, and then build the actual walls around it, around the layout, like, which honestly should have been what it it should have been what I did in the first place. I should have done like the front just to get a baseline, and then I should have done the layout of the rooms first. You should never, unless your build is focused on the exterior, with mine sorta is, but unless your build is entirely focused on the exterior, there is absolutely no reason why you should build out outwards in instead of building the inside first, or at least planning the inside first. That is something that I deeply did wrong because I did not plan the inside. It has absolutely screwed me over. Now in a shocking twist, which shouldn't be that shocking, I'm only going to go back inside. Either at day or whenever I'm out of wood. I'm still deciding if I'm going to start demolishing the back wall right now. Obviously, if something spawns and they kill me, that's fine. But they shouldn't, because I'm right here and I have torches. Nothing should spawn. Nothing should be able to maybe over there. Just in case. This... yeah, it feels like it's time to bring the wall down. Again. Well, not... technically I didn't bring this wall down. It was that one over there, but still. A lot of times I've had to like change this build over the last couple weeks is a lot. You'd think I'd have had this better planned, and if I showed you my creative worlds, you'd be sure that I had this better planned. Turns out, no, not really. I just go off vibes and stuff. If it feels right, then it's right. If it doesn't, oh well. It should, at the very least, be easy to take down. You know, I'm thinking about it, and there might be an extra stream really soon. If I can actually find the time to do it. Not gonna make any promises. I also have other work, other projects to do. But if I can find the time, there will be an extra stream for me to just work on all of this sooner rather than later. And I'm not talking about an early stream. In fact, I'm talking about a rather late stream, or at least late for me. This doesn't even have stairs, huh? Yeah, I'm... After this mansion is done, after Halloween, there's gonna be so much exploring that... Because let's be honest, I have to make up a bit of the time that I'm wasting just being here bringing blocks, don't I? This doesn't feel very satisfying to watch, in my opinion. Especially with how quiet I can get sometimes, because I don't really have anything to say. I'm just breaking blocks. I could put a little music in the background, but I think I'll just do it when I have royalty-free music. Because if I do use the Delta Room music like I do in the waiting room, yeah, things... Yeah, let's just say that there is a Seattle-based music company that would send their ninjas at me. You know, I'm still, like, even if it's not perfect, I'm still a bit satisfied about the Pumpkin Moon. Like, the texture doesn't really align with the Vanilla Tweaks 3D moon, but I think it looks passable. Like, it's Halloween. Like, you're never really gonna be looking at it as close as I do when I zoom. So, does it really matter that it looks a bit off? No, the part that really sucks about this... Yeah, I'm going to have to do the stairs first because I can't really afford to lose any more time to mining deep sites, even though I will have to go mine more deep sites anyway, so... I also have to go down to make a pickaxe. I'll be honest, I did not think this through. Hopefully, I'm at a height where I can just jump into a window. Was nice. I can also jump back easily. Oh, those are axes. Although, speaking of axes, I guess I better take down those trees in the meantime. The roof isn't gonna fill itself. And the floor also isn't. What a stuff that takes spruce in that mansion. Lot of stuff. Hmm? Oh, nothing of interest. Oh, really? Guess I have to cut down a couple of oaks for all those leaves to fall. They should all be falling now. Yeah, they'll all fall in the meantime. I guess I can help collect a little bit. Another tree, or did I already? I might have already done that one. That's a darkish spot. Bit of a waste of torches, but stuff needs to be lit up. Now this should be more than enough trees for a while. Okay. What else do I have? Yeah, I have enough for a couple of bread. Could be worse. There's 3 should be more than enough. At least I hope it's enough. Just yeah. There's first, because that's hardest. Like, I have to do these stairs first, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to pick up the blocks. What's wrong? Because I don't let go of the crouch button. Oh, how are you all doing? I think this is a good time to think about a question of the day. Honestly, don't really have anything. I think the best I'd be able to give when it comes to question of the day would be, because this last couple of days I've been experimenting a bit with stuff relating to Education Edition, like the part that's available on Bedrock Edition, like the chemistry. Specifically the hardened glass. And personally, I think it'd be pretty cool to have hardened glass in the vanilla game. Like, adapt a bit the recipe, because it takes like 2 2 compound, not compounds, but it takes like 2 education edition things and then glass to make the hardened glass, which is like aluminum oxide and something borate. Honestly, if I were to implement those in vanilla, what I do is like same way that copper existed before and didn't have any actual uses, I'd add aluminum exactly the same way. Like only have uses in building and in making the hardened glass. Then maybe add like smaller geodes or just regular ore, I guess, of borax. And then you could craft like the hardened glass the same way you did on Bedrock Edition, where we like those 2 items as substitutes. Well, I guess the question of the day is, what feature from other Minecraft medium, like story mode, dungeons, legends, the movie, education edition, what feature would you like to see added to vanilla? And how would you change it if it needed to be adapted? I think that's a good question of the day. My answer, like I said, would be the hardened glass and the 2 necessary items to do it, which could easily be like an entire update, just adding that. Like the amount of decorative blocks you could do with aluminum, and maybe not even decorative blocks, maybe actual like useful blocks. Then borax could be like a little bit of a different kind of quartz. I know borax isn't exactly quartz, but it could look like it and work in a similar way. Maybe there'd be like pillars and like smooth borax or something. Another thing that I've seen a bit that is also slightly a missed opportunity is like the lanterns. How it's like you've got the iron lantern, but you can only put regular and soul torches in the iron lantern. Then you have the copper lantern, where you can only put copper torches in it. Like redstone torches don't get anything. Obviously, making you be able to put any torch inside any housing would add an exponential amount. Okay, not an exponential amount of items, but I did the math, and I think just copper housings, there'd be like 32 different items for like the 4 torches, then the 4 stages of oxidization, then waxed and not waxed. They're 32. But what they could do, at the very least, is add gold housing lanterns, like gold lanterns and gold chains, and have those be the ones where you put redstone torches. Like, if they're gonna make copper torches exclusive to copper lanterns, like regular and soul torches exclusive to iron lanterns, make redstone torches exclusive to golden lanterns. I think that would be the better way of doing it. If they don't want to have like that giant number of different items for every copper lantern variation. As for how they'd work, maybe gold chains could also work as a bit of a conductor, because I believe, might be wrong, because I haven't messed with conductivity in a couple of years, since high school, and I guess since the second year of university, so like 2 years, yeah. But I believe gold is good-ish at conducting electricity. So maybe gold chains could like act as a sort of redstone repeater, or just act as like vertical dust, but like two-way, maybe. Not sure how it would work out, but what I'm trying to say is maybe you could have like the redstone lantern like hanging from the ceiling, but then you have like a lever like on the other side of the ceiling, and like you turn it and the redstone lantern turns off because it's connected to that lever via the chain. That would be like a bit of ambient, not ambient. Not sure what the word I'm looking for is, but it would be an interesting use case. Because you could also do like chandeliers that hang from the gold chains. Like instead of the redstone torch, it's like not redstone torch, the redstone lantern. It's like a regular redstone lamp. You know what? I might just have to code it in as a mod to see how it will work. Honestly, this is a concept that I just came up with based on like a singular image I saw yesterday. But I'm actually getting rather invested in that concept, so in the weekend, if I have any free time, I might just try and code that, like, quickly, like a proof of concept to see how it would work. Because that would also be a vanilla-friendly way of of doing vertical redstone. It's not really vertical redstone, it's just gold conducting the redstone signal. So like maybe as a trade-off of being gold and not actual redstone, it only has like half the range. Like whereas normally the signal would be like 16 blocks, maybe it's only 8 maximum. Like it halves whatever signal it receives from the top. So it can only work for like a maximum of 8 blocks instead of 16. Maybe even less, maybe 4 as like a trade-off. Like, yeah, you can only carry the signal vertically like 4 blocks or something. Because like technically you can already do vertical redstone with like observers and redstone torches, so that's just a more compact way, but also has a trade-off of less signal. We'll think about it, if I have time, we'll mess around with the concept. But yeah, golden lanterns, that is something. Yeah, while we were talking about that question of the day, we're almost done tearing down the roof. Then we just need to tear down the rest of the wall. But that should be about enough time for all of the trees to grow. Which means that it is about time we go cut them down and like fill the rest of the roof. Oh, and I also ran out of pickaxe, so yeah, about time we go down. Let me just... not what I wanted to do, but it works, I guess. I am now noticing that it is in fact too far for the trees to actually grow. Or, well, with the simulation distance actually, it's too far for the trees to actually grow. Which honestly, I don't think ends up being that big of an issue. The amount of time it takes to break one tree down, the rest of them will be fully grown. But yeah, I think. No, there's more. I was about to say, I think I'm just out of copper. No, there's still a little bit of copper here. Where did you spawn? No, I'm actually curious. Where? What here is dark enough for you to be able to spawn? No, it might have spawned at night, actually. Still. Yeah, this is the shorter one. Okay. Still a bit of spruce. Not sure how much of it is left over from the other trees, but let's see. Let's see at this point. Oh yeah, if I'm adding, like in that mod concept I was talking about, if I do gold lanterns and chains, I might as well do the rest of the set. Doors, trapdoors, and bars. Huh. That might just look cool if it's done right. But yeah, I guess right now I'm on tree cutting duty. Honestly, after I'm done demolishing that wall, if I still have time this stream, I might just go out a little bit, like, away from here. Like, go visit the village or something, because... yeah, I've spent a really long time just working on that. And it's a little bit disheartening having to tear it down to make it bigger. Like, not all of it, but... yeah. It never feels good to do, like, a lot of work and then take a step back and be like, oh no, that's really wrong. Nah, it never feels good. But sometimes it is necessary. Aha! I was right. Sorry, I just noticed that there was a bit of a bump in viewer number, and I was right. It was a badnik trying to do badnik stuff. Thankfully, they should never be able to do badnik stuff. Because, yeah, I banned those words from chat. And the fact that they still have the audacity to try is baffling. Just keeping my eye out for more badniks. They might start getting clever and finding ways around the forbidden words. Nope, too high. I'll just... not what I wanted to open. I'll just put a shelf here. Have 3 pickaxes? Yeah, should be enough pickaxes. My eye. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Whoop. Oh, okay, that's a window. Fine, I'll just... you can never be too safe with badniks around. Yeah, so yeah, didn't actually need. Okay, forget I said anything. Oh no, it's just because it's the corner. Alright, yeah. I built this and even I am forgetting how I built it. Honestly, at this point, I might just, you know, the amount of stuff I have break. Just walking around. You have to admit, there is something peaceful about just mindlessly mining away in this game. I think that's a bit of a reason behind why I never really left this game. It's like, we all know how, like, a couple years back, and by a couple I mean like before the pandemic, like, this game's popularity really took a dip. Like, to the point where now we have the 2-week phase of Minecraft every year. Like, that's what everyone has. If you've noticed, this stream series has gone on for more than 2 weeks. That's because I don't have a 2-week phase. Because I never really left this game. And I'm not sure why. But I think it has to do something with not just, oh, like, you can build whatever you want, you can be really creative, like, there's a lot of mods, like, those are all really positives that hook me to this game. But the mindlessness, like, just turning off my brain and mining, there's something about it that's deeply satisfying. I'm not really sure. That's a good thing, but we'll see. We'll see what kind of thing it ends up being. Oh, yeah, here. Okay, this should be enough access. At least I hope that's enough access. Because then, like, peace. I think I lost a couple of them on the way, but yeah, we've got more than enough. More than enough. Oh, that. Yeah, I don't need to that far down yet. Oh, what's going on? My two brain cells are on vacation right now. That's what I'm feeling. So yeah, the moment I'm done tearing down this wall, we're gonna go exploring a bit until I have to end stream, because even mindless can be a bit too much. as good as I was talking about mindless. It can be too much. Forgot about the hole. Honestly, with the amount of full inventory anyway, I was gonna say with the amount of dark oak trees that I'll have to cut on later, that I wouldn't mind losing a bit of dark oak, but like, yeah, a bit is not the same as an entire wall, so let me just, yeah. Like, if I miss a couple of blocks that fall down, that's fine. No, missing the entire wall because I have no more space in the inventory, that's a bit too much. Hey. I should probably start running, because things are about to spawn. And I don't want to be here. Alright. No food, so shouldn't really need any food. That was basically almost done. I'm going to leave the tough part for now. I don't really see any reason to bother breaking the tough part right now. So yeah, a bit of dark oak left. I'm not sure if this axe is gonna last until the whole wall is done. Which honestly just means we go exploring sooner, but still not really a good thing. This axe doesn't last. I don't think there's that much left of the wall, but I also don't want to go look yet. Is this the final one? That was the final one. Ooh. How much is this at? 32. Not even going to go after the top. Really, I lost 5 to that, or are they just this side? But losing a bit of scaffolding isn't that big of a deal. Having that guy around is a bit of a big deal. Just need to set my spawn. Leave. Not the wheat, but yeah, especially because that wheat over there is grown. Please stop doing that, you piece. I know it's technically spooky season, but that doesn't give you the right to go around doing that. No, the question is, where should I go around exploring? Unfortunately, do you have a saddle? You do. That means I just... No, the camels are a bit slow. I might just look around for a horse. I should also take a bundle, so... There's an empty one. Can I... Okay, yeah, I can empty that one too. Yeah, that's fine. No, could I explore the jungle? Or should I explore someplace else? Just flash coordinates in case I die without a way to get back. Is it gonna set or... I'm thinking if I should explore the jungle or the desert, or go someplace entirely new. That is also a possibility. Look, at this point, I'm just gonna start moving, you know? Yeah, I'm just gonna go. I'll just sleep out in the open. Endermans everywhere. What's the deal with Enderman everywhere? He still can't sleep? Just be fast before anything spawns. No, I might just try the jungle and see if there's a jungle temple. Something tells me that it's raining. Yeah. No, this mod, the fog, actually looks pretty cool. If Better Clouds was updated, I'm pretty sure Better Clouds was updated, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. Okay, but if Better Clouds was updated, this would probably look sick. And if Polytone was updated, it would look even sicker. Already out of... I should make a better farm. The amount of seeds I'm wasting on bone meal, I could have probably had thousands more seeds. We don't have any bones, sorry. But cocoa beans are something. Can't really see where the actual jungle is, but I'll find it eventually. And if I don't find the jungle, I'll find something else. Okay, that is a good question. Is that because of the fog? That is because of the fog. That's pretty cool. I feel like that's something that regular Minecraft should do sometimes. Like, I think they do it in the Pale Garden, sort of, but Savannah. Not exactly the kind of biome I want. No, actually, if I'm looking for the jungles, then savannas are exactly the kind of biome I want. But I know there was I went through a jungle when I came here, so There's something wrong with the water. I don't know what. There's something off about it. I'll have to look into it. Green generation does look pretty cool. Enderman. Here's the jungle. I knew I was going the right way. Yeah, something's off about the water. Hold on. I don't think it's the biome blending. Might be my resource back. I was going to be fixing the resource pack soonish anyway, so... Oh, it's those turtles from the other time. Because I'm pretty sure I've already been here. I'm pretty sure this is where I got my bamboo from. I'll just sort of scout out from like around. Oh, here's a shipwreck. Not exactly. Ooh, mama. Exactly what I was looking for, but pretty good nonetheless. There's probably still a couple more chests somewhere. Hold on, I need to. Yeah. A lot of paper. And a treasure map. Let me catch my breath. I don't think there's another one. Bro, quickly scout around. No, this is the one I already have. Okay. Yeah, no, not half bad. Let's see what we have here. Oh, it's not that far. Where's north? Is north where yeah, that's north. Because they changed the way the F3 menu was organized. Yeah, this is actually pretty close. Oh, it's getting late. No, I'm not sure if I'm gonna have a place to sleep. I'm gonna divert here fast to sleep. Couple cows I can play. Gonna take care of those cows first. Sorry. but I need your meat. Pigs too. You know, there's a whole lot of jungle over here. That's what I'm finding out. No, we just wait a little bit for it to actually get dark. Meanwhile, I have to gauge this by treasure map because it looks like it's underwater. I just hope it's not too far down. Like, let it be in one of these up here. No, it's... Oh, it's right at the bottom. Oh, jeez. A 9-9. Where's my chunk cord? Oh, it doesn't say. Hold on. F3, F6. Where would it be? Source stats? Maybe? No. What position? Yeah, for section position. Okay, it should be here. Oh, there it is. Section relative. Okay. I'll be honest, 9. 9. Okay. There is something there. Hold on. Maybe. Yeah, there's. Oh, that's. That's all. What? That's actually a lot of stuff. Okay. I'll take it. Oh, please. Yeah, I was going to scout around that other jungle to see if I could scout out an interesting landmark or something. I can do that jungle behind me later. I'll do the jungle heavy farm first. Looks like that jungle is ending right About here, okay. The March Forest. This looks pretty cool. So, like, if this jungle is ending right about here. Oh, that is. Huh. Could that be what I think it is? I think it is. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what this is. Hell yeah, it is. This is what happens when, like, the chunks here are what were loaded. Like, when I got the bamboo from, like, all the way over there. Like, these are new chunks that I have generated since I updated from 21.8 when I started. And usually, this shouldn't happen, but I believe that I might be wrong, but I think they might have changed tree generation in 21.9. So you get a little cutoff between the old and the new chunks, which usually doesn't happen on like minor versions. So that's pretty fun. Oh yeah, checking if there's a temple here. Yeah, that's what I was doing. I don't think there is. I think I would have found it last time I was here. To be fair, I didn't explore everything here. And this is still... It's a moderately sized jungle, I'd say. But no, I don't think this has a temple. So it just... Let me get back to the river. And we'll find another way to explore. Or was it in 2110 that they changed the tree generation? I'll have to check the patch notes, because I'm also not sure if they did change the tree generation, but I think they... For that to have happened, surely they must have changed tree generation. Because I've never seen that happen between minor versions. Like, major versions, yeah, all the time, but I didn't change minor version. Like, I'm still in 21. I'm still... It's just... Since I've started, I've changed from 21.8 to 21.10. So... That shouldn't... Like, yeah, that's a couple of game drops, but it shouldn't count as a major version, because it's not. Okay. You know, I should pick up a bit of sugarcane, just in case. Because I'm not sure I actually have any at home. Now the water looks fine. Maybe it's just my texture pack. Because this darker water doesn't look right for some reason. And I'm not sure why. Oh, what? Oh, really? You... Really? A seaside ocean ruin? You don't see that every day. One thing about drones that I found out, they're actually passive if they're outside during the day. During the night, no. But during the day, if drones are like on the surface, no matter how many times you attack them, they're actually passive. I did not know that until a couple of days ago. I'll just scout around. Yeah. I don't have copper and string and stuff to actually do. A brush. Not much coordinates. Yeah. It's good to know that there's a bit of sus sand for me to actually do stuff with later. Maybe after the mansion is done, we'll go on a sus sand quest or something. This is an interesting find. Usually you get them like down there in the water. Having one on the surface is awesome, actually. Might even inspire one or two builds. Who knows? Can I bundle it up? No, yeah, honestly, yeah. That seems sufficiently bundled. Now I'll look around on foot for a bit. Okay, there's a cave. Oh yeah, there it is. Don't really care for it right now. And there's a savan over there. A lot of warm biomes around, which makes sense. There were also a lot of cold biomes around the world spawn. Usually they're all bundled together, so yeah. Yeah, sorry. But I need you. I need your meat. I had a brush, but I also don't have a dog, so really no use for scutes. Anyway, so ooh, that's rather interesting ravine. Let me check it out. Oh yeah, that's an interesting ravine. Oh, and it goes all the way down. Okay, might in the future might be worth checking out. Not anytime soon though. I'd say we have about half an hour, 40 minutes left on the stream, so I'll start sort of heading back the long way. It's in that direction home, so I'll check out whatever's around, and eventually I'll find my way home. There's a donkey, another donkey. This flower or motion. Okay. But an actual war motion with like big coral. Okay. We just check. No, there's nothing else here. This is the limit. Okay. I need to update the texture pack. That sugarcane looks really bad. The next year's spooky season texture pack will actually look good. I'll actually put effort into compiling all of the textures in. Maybe I'll actually do my own textures from scratch. But that's for next year. Now this. Rocky Shore. Really? Oh, that's strange, honestly. But I need to keep my eyes out for a shipwreck or something of the sort. Hey, hold on. This could be interesting. You usually don't go around finding cliff faces like this. Or at least I haven't found really any cliff faces like this before. Oh, I might just be back home already. No. That... Yeah, I am back home. Okay. Now I'll go explore a bit the other way. That's a bit too soon to end stream. I know there's a village here, yeah. What else could there be? No, there's another village like all the way over there, I think. Might just go around village hopping a bit. Why is there an Enderman here? Can I rage bait that Enderman? Yes, I can. Yoo-hoo! Can you, like... Enderpearl. That's good enough. That works for now. Huh. No, I never noticed that desert villagers use jungle trapdoors and jungle doors, and that is interesting. I wonder if them using like the jungle stuff is like a placeholder for if they add the palm trees that were talked about in like, I don't know, 2018 with the biome vote. I wonder if that jungle is a bit of a placeholder. Would be pretty cool if they all add palm trees in palm wood and then change the jungle wood in desert villages to be palm wood. Would be pretty interesting, in my opinion. It's camels. I still don't know how that camel made it all the way up to my house on top of the mesa, but honestly, if he made it all the way up there, it's because he wanted to be with me, so yeah. Wasn't going to refuse that. I am just going to go around checking what else is around here, because I haven't really explored this a lot. And I probably shouldn't go exploring this too much, because that means I'll have to go really far whenever major updates change stuff. But if it happens, it happens. I'm already really far from world spawn, so what's a bit more exploring gonna do? I have to say, these sparse jungles are a really cool biome. It's like an in-between, like between plains and jungles. That's my jungle down near my house. Okay, no, it's 11:30. Before I change the schedule around, this would be the time where I end the stream. And considering I don't have anything else planned, because this was just a bit of taking a break before we continue building the mansion. Because I'll be honest, like, it was a little bit disheartening, like, looking at it and being like, oh yeah, I have to tear it down. So, like, this was a bit of a pause, just a take it in moment, just a think about what you actually want to build. And it's also because I have no idea what size it's gonna be. I don't think it's going to be a square, but I'll have to actually build the rooms and know what rooms I'm going to actually have in it, so that I can actually know what size it's going to be. And that will only happen in a creative world. So you know how I said that there might be an extra stream coming sooner than later? What I'm thinking is tomorrow it might be a little bit too much work for me because I'm gonna be working on other stuff. Friday I might do a bit of a double header. I might do in the morning like this regular stream from 9:30 to lunchtime. Then after lunch I might do a second stream. If I have time, I might do a second stream. I'm not promising anything, but I'm saying that I want to find the time to do it. Because I want to have the mansion done. Halloween is fast approaching, and this mansion has to be done by Halloween. I'm not talking just about the exterior and the interior now. I mean, the mansion has to be done by Halloween. Like, there might be a couple of rooms that aren't filled out, but the very last in the basement is not going to be filled out in the slightest. But this part, the terraforming, I want to do that. Yeah, I want to do that Halloween day at the latest, which is next Friday, Friday after this one. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But for now, that is going to be where I'm leaving the stream. Oh, look at it. They're starting to get around it. The badniks are starting to get around it. Unfortunately for them, it's not enough. You know what? At this point, I might just blacklist some more terms. But yeah, this will be what I'm going to leave the stream for now. I'll see you guys Friday. Peace.